Welcome back to Bourbon Kingdom, Advent Day 17. We are getting closer and closer to Christmas.
True that, which means we're getting closer and closer to this thing being done. Because about this point in time, I don't want to say we're over it, but it becomes a lot.
It is a lot. It
does seem like a lot.
I don't know if you watched Advent last year, you know how our videos were. They were fine, but they were very, very simple.
Yeah.
And this year's have become a little bit more stuff to them, and with that becomes more and more editing and stuff like that, which is fine. Like I'm happy to do it because I think we've had a lot of fun and we've gotten a lot of good
oh yeah, no, it's been a great time.
Samples
leave in the comments below if you guys have liked this a lot more than last year. I know there's a couple of you that have already reached out to me and said this how we're doing this year's 1,000% better. But then on top of that, if y'all have any suggestions for next year, let us know.
I had a thought for next year. What if we did like a finished Advent? Like everything has to be a finished bourbon or rye.
Why don't we just do scotches next year?
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Never mind.
Paul,
no.
hey Paul, if you're watching this, you can give us all the samples of scotch you want to.
Paul would give good scotch.
Yeah, he would. All right. First of all, the thing I noticed right away is this got such a great color, such a deep color. Right away, it smells really familiar. That's, I say that all the time, but it smells familiar. It's got some dark fruit smell in there. Little bit of ethanol, but not much. Not so much that you can't really get in there. It looks like it's gonna coat pretty well. I'm excited about this. It's little vanilla in there. Just a hint of caramelly vanilla-y kind of smell. I mean, it smells good. I'm not disappointed with that whatsoever.
All right, so what's this, day 17? Day 17. Whew. Smells like a big bag of peanuts. Peanuts. Funky oak. So I almost want to say like chocolate or coffee on there, but it's not coffee. It's kind of like an older, like, let's say you went trick-or-treating like 4 years ago and you just found a piece of the chocolate. Something like that, like an off-brand chocolate. As I'm spilling stuff all over me.
Oh, coming back to that. Yeah, it's definitely got some dark fruit in there, maybe a little plum smell, and that vanilla and caramel. It's not overwhelmingly oaky, so.
Man, it's some funky banana bread. Funky. That oak is still there. I don't know if I care for that one.
Right away, there's a sweetness to that. It's like a little bit of toastiness to it. A sweetness. That again is very familiar. I don't think this is like really high proof. It's got a good taste to it. It's not overly complex, but it doesn't have much on the back end of it. I think I might have to drink this whole thing to kind of. It's oaky there on the finish now that I'm just kind of tasting a little bit. Kind of tastes Heaven Hillish, maybe Wild Turkey. Again, I'm not super, like, I don't do a lot of comparing between distilleries. Like I've not trained my palate that way to think about distilleries. If it's overwhelmingly like obvious, like if there was a banana note in there and I could taste that, my mind would automatically go to Old Forester, but that's just because that's my mind. But in this is really drying on the back end. It's a little spice forward on the front, but that spice has also got a sweetness to it on that end too. I have a tendency to think that this is going to be like a, not sure, but the proof, I just don't think proof is too terribly high. I think it's got some age to it just because of what it is. All right, I'm going to lock in and I'm going to be done. So we're going to call it good.
There's still a peanut note there. It's like a raw peanut note. There's still some funky chocolate, some funky oak there. I am not digging that. I'm not digging that whatsoever, if I'm being honest with you guys. Alright, I think I'm done trying that. I will say from drinking that, the proof is like subtle, but it's not really low. I think it's like somewhere like mid-90s. There's no ethanol burn on there, which makes me think an older bourbon. Man, I don't know. Like, I was thinking like original, like 12, 13, 14 years old, but I don't think that's it. So I'm just going to write down some stuff. We'll kind of guess. I'm really hedging bets here because I have no idea. This could be like a Jim Beam product with that nuttiness. But to be honest with you, it doesn't taste like a bourbon. It tastes like it was made from outside the state of Kentucky. I don't know how to describe that. So I'm hedging it with a whole bunch of different things. So we'll see.
All right, we're back.
So what'd you think?
I enjoyed it.
Not bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I did not mind it at all.
All right, so what do you think it is?
I was hedging, well, not really hedging. I was just taking guesses. It had a little bit of spice forwardness to it. That, not like hot or anything. It just had a little more spice to the front end than I thought. Or at least what I thought. So I thought it was something. Let's see what it is.
Oh, now that makes so much more sense why I don't like it. It's Jack Daniel's 10-year. It's 97 proof. Blake Smith.
Yeah.
I hate that bottle.
That's the...
It's, if you're looking...
Yeah, it's the bottle back there.
Right.
Yeah. No, I didn't hate it. But I was completely wrong.
I didn't actually guess that bad. What'd you have for proof?
104.
I guess 96.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. What'd you guess age?
10.
Ooh, you got it. I guess 9.
Yeah.
I guess MGP. That's wrong.
Did Wild Turkey.
I guess Tennessee.
And then I didn't think it was this, but I put Russell's 13.
You thought that.
No, I told you I didn't think it was Russell's 13.
But what did you guys state? Kentucky?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I
guess
said
Jim Beam.
I said wild turkey.
There was some nuttiness on there.
I did taste the nuttiness.
And I was like, man, could it be like a Jim Beam? But I just put Jim Beam. I didn't put a bottle. So
the Jack Daniels nuttiness.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to tell the difference between the nuttiness and some. Like, oh, is that Jim Beam nuttiness? Is that Jack Daniels nuttiness?
I won't lie. I just don't like that bottle.
It was. I enjoyed it. Like, I liked it. I can't say that I didn't.
So
I don't think I enjoyed it when we reviewed it as much. Not for the hype that was behind it.
No, not
that's
for the excitement.
Yeah,
for the excitement.
I think that was the thing.
Yeah, it was a lot of disappointment.
Yeah.
So just to let you know, I have 41 points. You have 33.
Oh, nice. 41-33. Hey, listen, inching away.
Like the wrong way.
Maybe.
All right, get us out.
And all it takes is one guess.
Get us out of here.
We'll see you tomorrow.